Alright, well I back on the Argo and oh, easy now. And we're just gonna assemble some things today. I don't know what I'm gonna put on it. I'm gonna try some wiring. I got some fancy ends. Drill some holes, feed some wire. I don't know. I got the transmission. Is ready to go in. I haven't got the motor dug out yet, but I want to put the transmission in first and then connect the motor to it. I might put some bearings in and put it on its wheels, and then I can roll it around so I can have my pump cart back underneath. So yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. The weather's got nice here, so got the door open. Probably do a little bit of yard work too today. But yeah, I'm gonna monkey with the Argo for a little while. So yeah, I got these kit. These legit looking connectors. Everything from 2-pin to 12-pin. So we're gonna put a couple 2-pins up here. I'm gonna have that dangling out, and then you can just kind of plug in the actuators. I'm going to try and do it all so it makes some sense. So I'll have a brake and a wiring harness, and then the rear and the front, maybe even the motor. I'll create a wire harness that you can unplug for the take the engine in and out. That would be pretty cool, but I'm not quite that organized to come up with stuff like that. So I don't know. Let's imagine that sticking out of there. So I'm going to cut that off. Well, I don't know. Alright, so yeah, I think I figured out what I'm going to do there. Okay. Ooh, I've done it now. Look at these tiny little grommets. The thing is, the flange is the same size on both sides. They're really hard to push into holes, so they're really meant for sheet metal. Yeah, that drill is not good. Not good at all. That should be better. Ooh, yeah, way better. Better. It ain't perfect. Oh. You don't want to drill a hole, you just want to chamfer a little bit. Okay. So. Something like that. Yeah, I like it. I like it. So, I'm trying to figure out which side gets male, which side gets female end of the plug. And I just checked my car, and it looks like, so the wire harness gets the female side, so the item gets the male side. So the male side goes on here, and then it'll plug in to the little pigtail sticking out. Okay, I can do that. Okay, we'll see that. See how convenient this is to do. It's a bit of a handful. Probably be better to put this stuff together on a bench. Yeah, it seems like it worked. Yeah. That one. So there's actually two parts. This thing crimps in two different levels. One part crimps a tab on the wire, and another part crimps it over the insulation. So it really grabs hold of the insulation too. That one I didn't have in far enough, and it only grabbed the wire. So we'll try again. Looks good. Let's take a look. So yeah, it crimps both the wire here and the insulation. So those ones look pretty good. I'll put the end on. Oh yeah. So that looks awesome. It's nice and tidy. I slipped a piece of heat shrink up there. I'm gonna just pull it down tight and then shrink it. But that looks good. It takes a little bit of time, but that's gonna be a nice connection there. I like it. Okay, it did take a little while, but Alright, I'm gonna try and snake a piece of wire from this side over to that side and then drop a wire down there. Let's see. Shouldn't have any trouble going through there. It's it is one continuous piece of tube. There we go. I see you. That's awesome. Yeah, gotcha. Oh yeah. I just use this dental pick. Just scoop it out of there. That's awesome. Got that. This one wired. Plugs, grommet. And that wire runs up and through the cage. Comes out there, so I gotta splice in and then run wiring down. Gonna come into a main harness or a bundle at some point. But yeah. Alright, well, I'm gonna try and manhandle this transmission into place. Ouch, sharp stuff. Alright, so just digging the motor out of the back shed, had it in storage out of the way while I was getting all this other chassis stuff done. So I'm going to try and get it pushed into the garage. And maybe I can sort of get it bolted in. Something like that, maybe. Okie dokie. Should put the torque converter in there. Nice. Okay. Pump. Torque converter. Pump. Engaged. Oil filter is going to bump into the motor mount. So I guess I have to bring it in and then set it down just so the oil filter clears. Okay, well, we're up against the transmission. All right, so we're getting close. We've got the oil filters clear of the engine mount. so I can let it down. And looks like we got a pretty good angle there. Let it down and get slid back onto the transmission. Whoop. Seems like we're against the transmission already. We don't need that. Aha! Definitely easier to put these together on the ground. The transmission and the motor together. Just gonna get it. These bolts I put in are way too long, but I just want to get them started enough so I can wiggle it back together. I know the torque converter's in where it belongs, so you don't want to ever pull these together with bolts, because you can push the pump out of the transmission, I hear. Oh yeah, now it's pulled up on the dowels there, so we're laughing. Oh yeah, looks good. So you can still see a little bit of daylight through there, but I got a bunch of bolts through it. Oh, easy now. All right, so we got the motor essentially in place. I'm gonna lift it again and put about a 1/4 inch rubber mount on there just to help get rid of a little bit of vibration. You know, it's going to be a real luxury machine. And let's see, I got all that tight. I got to connect the torque converter to the flywheel. And oil cooler lines. I am gonna put a cooler in it. It's gonna need all the help it can get to stay cool, with the motor being back here, and quite possibly a transmission cooler, because I'm pretty sure that stuff's gonna run hot just because it's enclosed. Yeah, so I'm gonna run some wiring, do some planning, try and put connectors like these on the engine wiring. I'd like to be able to just disconnect the engine on that side and just unplug it and pull the engine out or add more wiring. But I'd like for everything to come over and stop about down there, have a big plug, and then everything, and then the dash is going to be up in this area here somewhere. So yeah, so it's sitting in place, and I got to touch up a few things that got rusty. Maybe I'll get stainless bolts for the intake. Yep. All right, looking good.